Akademiks. Can't ride no
There's accountability and responsibility, and leave me alone.
Okay, so now he's going to get into this situation with Cardi B. Now, I'm not too familiar about this situation. Apparently, it stems around a song, but he says he has no problem with Cardi B, but he's calling out people around Cardi B who he felt, did things to offend him. Check this out.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna start that because I got a list of niggas and I've been keeping it on top. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro. And I'm gonna do this maybe once a month, maybe every other week, maybe once a week. Because I got about 4 people who keep playing with me. So I'm gonna start this week off with Cardi B management and writing team. And this don't got nothing to do with Cardi B. Cardi B, my sister. I love Cardi B, man. This is really like my sister. We don't see each other that much, but she always show love. She does songs over my beats. I think she's fucking tremendous from where she started to where she's at. That shit needs to be studied. Yo, I love everything about Cardi B. Even before she's a rapper, I love Cardi B. But you got to get the right team around you, man. And what happens is a lot of times, you got the wrong people around you. And I'm not saying she doesn't have a good team. I'm just talking about 2 individuals on her team that was harassing me. And I'm gonna, like I said, it ain't just her team. I'm gonna get the people's team every week. So what happened is maybe 2 years ago, right? I'm chilling. Maybe 3 years ago. I don't even remember. Don't hold me to the timeline. So like 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I'm chilling. I'm mind my business. They like, Cam, we need you to do What Me the World Over for Cardi B. She did your song over. We want you on the hook and do a verse. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm busy. Call me when.
Okay, I'll say off rip, this is starting to sound like the J. Cole story. Except, obviously, if you guys don't remember the J. Cole story with Cam said that J. Cole basically sampled one of his beats or whatever, or sampled one of his songs. And in sampling the song, was it sample or verse? In sample or verse, whatever it was, Cam says, usually people do a swap. All I want you to do is to come on my show, okay? Give me an interview, and that'll be it. And basically, J. Cole agreed, but then he just strung him along and never, gave him an interview, which, by the way, I think rappers do all the time. But I think Cam, now being a new member to media, he doesn't realize that as much as he's a former rapper, they look at him as the interview nigga now, and they're going to kind of treat him like the same.
It's closer to the end of her album, and I'll knock it out because I just got things to do. I love Cardi, I'll knock it out. And maybe if I do that, she could do an interview on my show or whatever.
Same thing. Same script. See, Cam is doing you could use the music. You got to come on the show.
And they like, yeah, that ain't nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. That ain't no problem. Cool. They call. Cam, it's the time. Shit coming out next month. We hit the last week. We really need you to do this. I'm like, all right, cool. I get busy. I don't even got time to do it. I fucking didn't even have a time to do it. I'm like, damn. I forgot about it, to be totally honest with you. I'm like, damn, I'm just going to have to miss it because I didn't have time. A year passed. They like, yo, Cam, it's time now. I said, did you tell me this shit last year? I thought I missed the album. Shit ain't come out yet. Nah, you not.
Oh, that's when Cardi was pushing back her album, right?
Females be Cam, you know what I'm saying, man? We ain't put the album out yet. We ain't put it out. I said, I genuinely thought I missed the shit. He's like, nah, it's coming out. We need you to do this. It's the last week. I'm like, I bet. I'm busy. I still don't get to do it. Because, this story is what it is. I got to study basketball type of shit. 3 months later, Cam missed the last week. I said, yo, how many last weeks is it, man? Look, I love Cardi. It look like I'm not going to be able to do it. Now, we not going to put the album out till you do. Yo, my nigga, stop lying, nigga. Stop lying. You know what? I'm going to take an hour out to do this shit. So I stopped what I was doing. This is a year and a half later after they originally asked me to do it. I do the verse, and then I get busy again. I'm not paying it no mind. So I heard her single Imaginary Player, so I'm like, okay, cool. the album should be coming out soon or whatever. But I'm busy. I don't pay no mind to it. So I'm with one of my homegirls and shit, and they like, yo, Cardi new shit is dope. I'm like, her shit came out? And that's no disrespect. I just don't be keeping up with albums that come out and all that. I find out everybody shit by accident because I'm just, my majority is, entertainment is this podcast, K-Roasty is what it is. I haven't really been keeping up with whose album is coming out. So I want people to take it as disrespect, like, Cam, you knew the album was coming out. You know how people will be. Mm-hmm. So I just found out, I'm like, oh shit, let me see a track list. My shit ain't on there. So I'm like, yo, I still need my motherfucking interview. If not, y'all gotta compensate me for my time because I know the niggas that manage her and who co-write for her. So they like, I call, I'm like, yo, what's up? What happened? Y'all harassed me for 2 years about this. The younger people loved it, but some people didn't like her flowing on the 90s beat on the imaginary player, so we try to stay away from that. Because, it is what it is. Pardon me, What Means the World to You is considered a 90s beat. I don't fucking know what they said. Whatever it is, I did what I was supposed to do. And they didn't come through an end. I'm not putting this on Cardi, because Cardi might not even know this shit. I'm just saying the people around her is making promises on her behalf, and she may not even know this. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stop making promises on these artists' behalf, and they don't know. So now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start exposing the people that made the promises, because it's 2 people. And once I get the dirt on you, I'm gonna put the dirt out. Now take this as a warning. Send that paper through for my time. Or I'm gonna tell how you like to be on all fours and your ass tickled with paws, because I know a girl who fuck with you. That's next. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna put your text messages up. Pause. I was disgusted when I seen it. But I was like, yes, God, you sent this to me. Get back at these niggas.
There is a God.
Yeah, you sent this back to me. So at the end of the day, you better call, because the next show is your text messages, and I don't want to put out the screenshots. Pause. You doggy style, and you ain't in the back.
Let it in the arch.
Oh, man.
Nigga ass in the...
Okay, now Cam got to tread lightly here. Cam, I know you're just popping shit. There are some people who will look at this as you're trying to... I know we've been on this big U shit, but you're trying to extort and you're threatening revenge porn. I know, and I'm going to let the whole world know it. I don't know who this person is. But when you mention it on a public platform and you say, send the bread over, or else I'm going to put out the text messages and the picture of you getting penetrated, that you gotta relax. You gotta relax with that. And obviously, we know you from Harlem. Niggas known you for like 20, 30 years. We know this is tongue in cheek, but we're in a different type of environment now where people start hearing those type of talks and they instantly start thinking, oh, this is extortion. Oh, this is revenge porn. They use those trigger words, and those things will either get police to look into shit, and not saying they would or whatever, but because I've seen some people on social media was like, is he threatening revenge porn? And, we've been through a Me Too era, so it's like, granted, you're saying it about a guy, but it starts that type of conversation, even though I know Cam meant to be funny.
Arch in the air.
Yeah. And it's 2 niggas, and one of them is my nigga. But I'm sorry you got to get to this, but you're not going to keep ignoring me. And I'm going to put out, every week, I'm going to put out a list of niggas who keep calling me to do a favor for you, and then when I need my favor done, y'all niggas be playing games. Every week, I'm telling you, y'all niggas, and the niggas I ain't got dirt on yet, you better be airtight, pause. You better not because I'm going to put it out there to get the information, and it's coming right on this show. I'm telling you, you better have a clean track record. I'm telling you that right now. Anything you like chewing on pinky toes, anything you like doing nasty, or anything you got on your resume not good, you're coming up on the Talk with Flea screen. It's gonna be worse than the Summer Jam screen because we got more viewers. I'm telling you that right now. So I'm not going to say your name this week, but I will say the management and the co-writer's name next week, and I'll tell you they fetishes, what they into.
Oh,
no
shit.
disrespect, Cardi. And what we going to do, too, is we going to put the song out. The song never came out. I'm going to throw the song out. The What Mean the World to You remix by Cardi, featuring myself. I'm going to put it out myself. Ain't not to make no money. You should just hear it, since niggas wasting my time doing this shit. We might as well just throw it out anyway. I forgot about this shit, to be totally honest.
I'm actually surprised that Cam has this perspective on it. I'm going to tell you why. There's many songs that rappers have gotten or done features on, and it never saw the light of day. And their usual demeanor isn't pay me for my time. I guess Cam is in a position where he's now not a rapper anymore. Well, he is a rapper because he does freestyle sometime on the show, but he's not really dropping active projects. And he kind of looks at it as the things I could leverage if I do indulge or, I oblige you by rapping is you need to give me an interview or you need to pay me. But I do want to let you know that generally musicians send songs to each other all the time. And it's routine that someone has an album coming up. They send you a song, you do a verse. And now, granted, it's customary that they tell you like, yo, bro, your verse not going to make the album. But yet they don't pay you for your time. What usually happens is you do a song for them. And it's usually a lot of swaps, right? Usually when two established artists, they don't do money transfers. It's not like, yo, I'm charging you this for a verse. It's like, yo, we're going to do a swap. So Cam is still keeping that mentality, but he does feel a way that, these guys who are the management, I guess, they're promising that Cardi's going to do an interview, and she's not going to do an interview, right? I think she would, by the way. I think she would, but, she probably has no idea about this type of deal, and so he's saying, pay me now. But generally, I want to let you guys know that you do not get paid for verses that don't come out, not from established artists. If 21 Savage does a verse for Future and it doesn't make the song and it doesn't make the album, 21 Savage does not get compensated. If anything, he might use that verse for something else. And also, he might already have an understanding like, all right, Future, you still owe me a verse even though you didn't use mine.
Honest with you, but I was on my phone. I'm like, oh, shit. So the public, we'll put it out for y'all to hear.
Yeah, because I never heard it.
We'll put it out on the You're Welcome Network YouTube. So after this show, go to You're Welcome Network YouTube, and the song will be up there. What Mean the World to You, Cardi B featuring me, or vice versa, however you want to put it, man. So we'll start with that.
Hello. I wish the team hear this and get it together, man, because that's a moment for New York. And for everybody, really, to see
it ain't just
Cam and Cardi on a song together.
Yeah, not just that. This ain't got nothing to do with Cardi. This got to do with a list of niggas playing with me, because it ain't Cardi next week. Shout out to Party, it's never Cardi. It ain't Cardi management next week. It's another artist management next week who playing me. Like, even though we squashed it and everything else and we cool and we A1 and all that shit, it's like the J. Cole shit. You can't, what my problem is? I be thinking niggas is solid and they're going to keep their word and do shit when they say they going to do it like I do.
Cam, welcome to media, bro. Let me tell you this. Media is the most, and you're on the side now of former rapper, well-decorated rapper, now turned podcaster or, show host. You just like Joe Budden. Trust me, Joe has gotten through the ringer as well. This is why Joe and me and him did Everyday Struggle. He didn't want to have guests on because rappers don't really have the same respect for media. They only have respect for media when they need to use media. If they need something out, if they need something for you to put up to sell what they got going on, they care. But they don't really give a fuck about giving you an interview for maybe a moment that you need. They don't care about that. And that's the reality. If Camron was a rapper or still actively putting out albums, I think he would have a better chance at securing, I don't know about a feature, but like some type of, responsive payment or something of the sort for his actions. He's in media. Trust me. That's why half the podcasters stop fucking with Drake. Drake done told all these niggas they getting an interview. Man, Drake not trying to do no fucking interview. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you hanging around thinking that, yo, he told me, you know what I mean? He told me we gonna get it in right after the album. Nigga, the album been out. You ain't getting no fucking interview. It's not happening. Okay? You never know. But you might pop up with a white girl on the couch again or the bed. It is what it is. So I've learned over time, and that's why I go with the motto, I make more money talking about you than talking to you. And I'll just keep that motto because in reality, if you rely on a rapper to tell you that, oh, they're going to go do this to repay you for whatever you do, it's not going to happen, my nigga. It's really not. Like, they don't respect me. I've never seen rappers respect media because they actually believe that this is how rappers think, active rappers. The media, y'all kind of work for us. Y'all are like a subsidiary of what we do. If I wasn't popping, you wouldn't exist. So they don't feel the need to like reciprocate, right? They'll reciprocate with another rapper. They won't reciprocate with media.
And niggas don't be solid. And then, we in an era where, not saying I would, you can't do nothing to somebody because they'll sue you. Then when you sue a nigga, you a sucker. So what you gotta do? You gotta find them nasty shit they into. You can't do nothing else. You can't do nothing else. You can't be like, oh, yo, we gonna do this and nigga, now they sue you. And then if you sue them, oh, why you suing and all that?
Nah, that's that big U shit. You gotta watch out, Cam.
Niggas don't keep their word, and the problem is I be fucking with niggas thinking that they solid niggas and they gonna keep their word and they really not solid niggas. Them niggas is motherfucking users, and the point being is I'm mad about it myself because I'm too seasoned to go for that. The reason I be doing that shit is because it ain't like I'm dealing with some new niggas. The niggas that I'm dealing with I know in 20 years. So it'd be like, yo, you one of these, you turned into a new nigga? I know you 20 joints. You wasn't one of these niggas. Oh, you adapting.
The weirdo.
Oh, okay.
To the weirdo shit.
Yeah, you adapting to be a weirdo. You adapting to be a weirdo. Okay, let me do my weird version of how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't like I meet some new nigga and be like, okay, I'm like, I don't know you. The niggas I'm doing favors for, I've known these niggas 20 years. So the fact that they playing games, it be beyond me, you know what I mean? But let's play. Let's play. I'm going to pay every week. We come back in about 3 weeks for it is what it is. Me and Buffer can't wait.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay. So that's
Trouble.
Because you know what'd be so funny? Buffer don't even say nothing. Buffer just had the popcorn and gas me up. So, Ken, what you saying is, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. How you, bro?
Okay.
Before we start,
All right, all good. My general thoughts, Cam, this is the second time it's happening. You're, as much as people love you and you're a cultural icon and you are a legend, you're seen as media. People will dangle, oh, now we'll consider doing your platform when it's time for a rollout. Let me tell you the real truth about artists and rollouts and shit like that. We just seen A$AP Rocky do Jason Lee. Artists are really particular about interviews now. When A$AP Rocky did an interview with me, I didn't hit up A$AP Rocky. I didn't request it to his team. A$AP Rocky had someone contact me to say, I want to go sit down with Akademiks. Him sitting down with Jason Lee. Jason Lee is one of the best friends to his wife, Rihanna. Also, he wants to he's doing kind of like a extra run for press because his tour just ended. It's kind of like, he's buttoning everything up. I'm pretty sure he elected to do it, even though maybe his wife encouraged it. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because media and how artists treat it these days, they don't sit with anyone that they don't want to when they don't want to. And that's where I think Cam is realizing that while they will bug you on the phone for you to be a priority for them, they feel no obligation that they owe you to be a priority on your schedule. And it happens in every situation. These days, rappers will pick the hot thing to go on. Like, y'all don't remember? Like, recently, it's Perspective with Big Bang. Before it was Gillian Wallow. Before it was Drink Champs. Before it was, I don't know, I guess Joe or me. Who knows? But the point is, it goes up and down. And these days, these artists are like, I just need to do one big interview, address it all one time, And I don't need to keep doing every platform to hear people ask me the same questions 50 different ways. But along with that is a lack of respect for media where, you're on the artist timing. And this is why I do like what Cam does in his show. I like what Joe does. I like what I do. I like all the people who have non-guest-based platforms because the guests are starting to think. And by the way, we're reversing that, right? If y'all wonder why streamers are popping, the rappers start being so much of divas and bitches that people just started making content without them. They started holding the content space to where like they felt like it's just all about them, to where some people have access, some people don't. They don't do interviews. When's the last time we got a Kendrick interview? I think he interviewed with like SZA or something like that. He's not trying to do an interview. So at a certain point, you're like, fuck talking to him. Nigga, I'll just talk about him. So when you guys talk about this bigger issue of why rappers are running to streamers, rappers only move out of desperation. That's why I love when they're desperate. So when I see them run to go get in Kai's room and they're doing Zumba, some shit, or they're running to hang with Neon, I'm glad that they do it. Because you know what? Maybe it's not that particular rapper, but it's the lot of you. The majority of y'all disrespect media. Y'all don't realize that it's one hand washes the other. And you get to the point where media has now taken the stance of, fuck it, we'll create an industry where we talk about y'all and we just use y'all social media posts to be the part of y'all communicating. So we'll just run this shit without y'all. And over time, platforms get built and then the rappers are saying, oh shit, yeah, could I come on there? That's all like what Kai does. You see, Kai, you want to go do something with Kai? You're going to go in his room. You want to go do something with these other, creators? You're going to do it on their terms because I'm telling you, rappers, and this is how they lost their aura, they don't give a fuck about media. Okay? They never have unless they needed you. If they needed you, but if they don't need you, fuck you. So when the tables are turned, you got to operate the same. And here's the thing, too. Obviously, it's not a Camron Cardi B thing, but let's take it off Cardi B and just put it on any other artist. Cam, take this as a lesson. The same way how they disrespect you, you got to have, nigga, you a big dog now in the media game. So when a topic come up about, I'm not saying you should do this to Cardi, but a topic come up, you don't got to get him the grace. That's how I do it. Nigga, I remember when I was trying to hit you, nigga, I don't want to give you the grace no more. There's certain people I get the grace. Like, let me hit them up before I even talk about this. So it is what it is, all right? Just like their podcast. All right.